Asher, big roles to fill as a point guard coming up for the Cougars this year. Tell us what it's like as a JV player going against these 5 guys and these starters and these older guys every day in practice. How have they prepared you for the role that you have for this Cougar team?
It's challenging, but they've also helped me improve my game, helped me become more calm for when I get out there in the floor. They just help me play against them.
Right. One thing Asher does is he has a lot of swagger in between those lines. He knows when he gets that ball in his hands. You kind of keep control in the tempo of the game. What do you think going forward? What's some of your personal goals that you want to achieve as an individual basketball player? If you want to tell everybody out there watching.
Probably just become the best player I can be. Help my team win over the years coming. Hopefully get a regional championship one day. Yeah.
Well, everybody wants the regional championship for the Cougars. Couple of questions I really want to ask you is, who is the toughest player that guards you in practice? Like, who makes life miserable for you on this team?
Probably Gatlin.
Gatlin? What's he do to you?
He's quick, he's faster than me, so it's harder to get around him and stuff.
Right.
Cameron's pretty tough, where he's long and stuff. Them two are probably the hardest to get around in the school.
So going against those guys every day in practice, making you a better player, it's helping our JV team. We're off to an 8-4 start this season. But I always want to know when I ask or talk to players, who on the team is this and that? Who is that guy? Do you like to give it back to him? Do you like to be physical with him? I think I know the answer to that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So you like to really get after it too, right?
Yeah.
All right. Guys, you've been hearing from Asher Gamble. He is an 8th grader, only an 8th grader. This kid can really throw the ball in the basket. He had over 20 points the other night in Elliott County. He really controls this team for us. The future's bright with this guy right here. Just hold it. Is that good? Perfect. There you go. Thank you. You're awesome. Oh my God. Luke. Let's go here with the one and only Luke Schwab. Morgan County may not know who this cat is, but I'm telling you, this guy right here is my guy, right? You agree with that?
We best friends.
We are besties, right?
Come on.
Yeah, he knows. He knows what's up. This is a 6'4" freshman. This dude is from where, New Jersey?
Camden, New Jersey.
He is from Camden, New Jersey. Now, I remember a Kentucky basketball player from Camden, New Jersey. His name was Roderick Rhodes. You probably don't remember that guy, do you? He was a long time ago. He came from Camden. So we know, hey, first thing I thought of, you come from Camden, New Jersey, you got to be a tough kid, right?
Of course.
Of course. So I want you to tell everybody out there, what's it like transitioning here to Morgan County and West Liberty, Kentucky? What's that transition like, if you want to tell the people?
It was kind of a lot coming here, but the team's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody I got nothing against here. Everybody's real nice. And you know what? There ain't a lot going on here, but the basketball team sure is fun to join.
That's awesome. Luke brings a fire to our team, right? He's got a great personality. On the JV team, you'll come out tonight at 6 o'clock and watch this kid's going to get after it. He's going to block shots. He's going to be all over the place, probably talk a little bit, right?
Yeah.
He's that guy that brings it for us. He's the energy guy. So that's what every good basketball team needs, is that guy. You're making other kids better in practice. I want to ask you, and you tell us,
Yep.
who's the toughest player that you go against in practice every day? Who brings you the heat?
Oh, I gotta say Gatlin.
Gatlin.
Gatlin or Eli, definitely.
Yeah.
They talk the most.
Yeah, they talk a lot of trash.
Yep. Get aggressive.
So they talk a lot of trash in practice to each other, right?
Oh, of course.
That's what makes you better.
Oh, I love it.
That's awesome. So Gatlin or Eli, and that's why Asher Gamble said the same thing. It really brings practice. You
Yeah.
see it in the game. Tell us tonight, what's some of your goals personally as a basketball player to get better? How can you help improve and take Morgan County where it needs to go?
Just hitting shots that I need to hit and get lots of rebounds, because that's what we need on JV.
Right. You got to rebound and crash the glass, right?
Yep, that's all I'm here for.
Off the
Play
ball.
some good
Hey,
defense.
last question.
Yep.
What's your favorite food, the thing that you've eaten in Morgan County that you've never had before?
Shoot. I don't even know. I'm going to have to Say double quick.
Double Quick. There you go, Double Quick. You got a plug for Double Quick. What do they got for us?
Oh, I'll be getting me some sports drinks, you know,
Yeah.
get me a little snack, a little bit of candy sometimes. That's about it, man.
All right. Well, we're happy to have this guy from Camden, New Jersey, 6'4" freshman, Luke Schwab. He's going to bring it tonight. This guy's a lot of fun. You got to get out and see him play. All right. Thank you, Luke.
Yep.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you, man.
See you, man.
Good stuff.
Yeah. All right, Chris Trusty back here, Cougar Interviews 2.0 with Eli Griffith, the junior guard from Morgan County. We've got a big game tonight with Greenup County. What do you think going into this battle? What are we trying to do against the Musketeers and also improve our game tonight?
Physicality mostly. Greenup County, they have 3 or 4 come up. They're about 6 foot tall. They like to get in there, beat, bang, grab it and stick it back in, offensive rebounding wise. And that's something that's usually going to hurt us this year was physicality, trying to get a rebound and get stops and limit to one and done. So that's the biggest thing tonight.
That's a good scouting report. You know, the last time I talked to Eli was right after the Clinton County game where he hit that three-pointer at the buzzer to win the game 74-72 in overtime. Eli, I wanted to ask you a question. I've been thinking about this. Is you and your brother both coming here, you have so many intangibles as a basketball player, and your IQ is off the charts. But I see a lot of similarities to a former player from your area that played in Ashland, was from Sandy Hook, Colin Porter. Tell me and tell everybody out there how much of an influence Colin Porter has been on you and your brother.
Colin's been very, very big influence to me. When I transferred over here, actually, that was the first person I went to and texted was, hey, how'd you do this, how'd you do this? And he, when I transferred, all he said was, it's going to take time. It's going to take time to get through it. Move to a bigger school, which obviously he went to double the school here, a big Ashland Blazer, obviously. As successful as he was when he transferred, he told me he hoped that I was as successful as he was when he transferred.
Well, I think the people that watch Morgan County basketball this year, you're starting to see the similarities in the way he plays the game and the way you guys play the game. Because you're not a one-trick pony, right? You're not just a scorer. You're a distributor. You rebound the basketball as well as any guards that I've seen in the region in a long time. But also what I really like is the leadership that you guys bring. And you guys bring it in practice. You hold your other players accountable because you want to be pushed, right? How important is that to have that leadership, especially with these young Cougars?
Oh, it's very important. I got my leadership from when I watched in the stands, watching my older brothers play. They put up back-to-back regional titles, and every time during timeout or a run would happen, that's the first thing they do. They'd be the ones in the huddle talking to them, pushing them through it, and that's where I learned what I got now.
Awesome. A couple of things. I always want to know what goes through this guy's head when the ball is about to be tipped off and 8 minutes are on the clock. What goes off in your head in between those lines that says, I'm going to be a Bulldog tonight? How do you describe that?
I think just from playing basketball, as much as I play, I guess I don't know how to explain, just nerves, I guess. Once the nerves wear off, it's just like, let's go get a rebound, let's do the stuff that nobody else wants to do.
Right. And for young people watching, it's the intangibles of basketball. It's being, all the things that you don't see on the stat line that don't show up. Being in the right spots offensively and defensively. And at the very end, it's about playing hard, 110%. And that's one thing that you especially will never be slighted about. You can't say this guy doesn't give 110%. A leader of this team, a big part of this engine. This is Eli Griffith. Appreciate your time. Good luck tonight versus Greenup County. Thank you, pal.
Am I good?
Yep. I'm being joined here, freshman guard forward. This is the man, Grayson Hampton. He's a 6'2" freshman. This guy can do it all. He shoots the ball really well from the perimeter, bang inside, got some good guard skills. Hey, one question we want to tell everybody. How fun is it being on this basketball team?
It's very fun.
Yeah?
Really
What's the most fun about it?
It's just how competitive practice is.
Really?
Yeah. How
All right.
competitive everybody is.
So who would you say is the most competitive in-practice player? Now, I've heard a lot of the same people.
Probably the Twins.
The Twins. That's 3 in a row, I think, that we've had. We've asked the question, who's the toughest to guard? Who's the toughest to guard you? And everybody's saying Eli and Gatlin.
Yeah.
Do you think the way that they practice makes you a better player?
Yeah, because they push me to be a better player.
Right. So what do you think, as far as you improving and getting better, what's one thing that you want to do that you guys say, I'm going to take my game to the next level?
Probably defense and rebounding is my biggest key because I struggle rebounding a lot, boxing out and stuff.
Yeah, just got to go get it, right?
Yeah.
This dude's a big dude, and like I said, he's a freshman. You're 6'2", going on 6'3". You're not done growing. So I've said it since my nephew was really little. I said this guy's going to be a giant. He's going to be huge, and I really believe that. You got a long way to go. You've already got some of those good guard skills. You shoot the ball well. And Grayson, tell us, what do you think the keys are tonight, winning this JV game against a good Greenup County team?
I think if we shoot the ball well, we'll be good. If we're able to handle some pressure and rebound, we'll get out there.
Okay, you heard it here first from the one and only, the freshman Grayson Hampton. Grayson, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight. Now we're back live on YouTube with head coach Reese Griffith. Coach Griffith, this is your first year at Morgan County. You're off to a 14-6 start with the Cougars. You got a big game tonight versus the Greenup County Musketeers. And I've done several interviews already and asked the kids, how much fun has it been to play on this basketball team? And I want to ask you, what's so fun about being around this team?
It's a new adventure every day. You come in here not really knowing what to expect from some of the personalities in here. It's a fun environment, fun place to be, and I'm home.
Well, a lot of people, we could talk X's and O's all day long, but what people really want to know are things like which player is the biggest goofball on the team, who's the hardest worker, who has the most potential. Talk about some of your kids and those aspects and what you expect out of them, some of your players.
Speaking to the goofy part of it, you probably already know this, Luke Schwab,
Yeah.
biggest cut up, biggest goofball we've got on the team.
Right.
His personality is infectious. Everybody just gravitates towards him.
Right.
Just because how he interacts with everybody. There's a ton of hard workers on the team. JV and varsity, you got Eli Gatlin. They bring it every single possession. I don't even have to tell them, hey,
Right.
play hard. They just do it. They play tough. And like JV, you've got a ton of kids that just go around and play hard. You got Asher. You got even Sweeney comes in and plays hard every single possession.
Right. I think what we're seeing with the JV bunch, they're off to an 8-4 start on the season, but they're getting better because they have to go against that starting first 5 and 7 guys in your rotation, and they're bigger, they're faster, stronger. But now they take it to them every day in practice, don't they? Sometimes they really give it to them.
They do. They never back down like when we do our little 8-minute segments. You'll look up and after 4 or 5 minutes, that JV squad they're in the lead sometimes.
Right.
Now they have trouble finishing off, but
Yeah.
they battle, they compete every single possession. That's what makes them better.
Tell us this, you're also a first-year teacher in Morgan County Schools. Tell us, what do you like in general about West Liberty and Morgan County?
Just the home field, coming in here and just being it's such a welcoming community, day in and day out. There's not one minute I've been here that I haven't felt a part of West Liberty.
I think Joe Dangold, the former superintendent, once told me that he thought of all the places that he's been, West Liberty, the community, was such a great sports-minded town and community, and we really rally behind our teams. And I think we've seen that. We've had great crowds here at Veterans Memorial Gymnasium. We're having great crowds on the road. We have a lot of people that's just energetic in Cougar basketball again. So I think you have really brought that energy. Your style as a coach has been infectious to these players. We play carefree, and I said it earlier in the summer. We play like our hair's on fire. Is that kind of like the style that you want to see?
Yeah, just up tempo, because that's really what breeds postseason success. Is you're learning how to play through your mistakes. Because I know as well as anybody does that up tempo, not as many robotic movements. There's
Right.
more turnovers are naturally going to happen when you just let turn kids loose.
Right.
But that's how they learn. They make a mistake. Okay, I can't do that now. Let's see how can I tweak that and do that a couple games later, and they're a totally different ball player.
Right, and we know we're going down the stretch run. The stretch run coming up, getting ready for postseason play. The 62nd District Tournament will be at home this year, and we've definitely got eyes on Moorhead, Kentucky. We want to be in Johnson Arena. We want to be in that 16th region tournament, and we want to be in the mix for a regional title. What's some things that you think that we can improve upon that can get us over the hump and get us to referee?
Just our consistency, rebounding the ball defensively and offensively. I think in the last couple of games we made a lot of strides rebounding the ball offensively. If we can keep doing that, because we do shoot a lot of outside shots. If we can really punish teams off those long rebounds by getting and sticking back in the hole, then that makes us a lot much better offense.
Okay, one crazy question I got to ask you. Best place to eat in West Liberty? Where would you tell people to go? Where's your best place to eat and dine, eat out? Wherever?
Country club.
The country club.
Country.
Why
go-
is that?
go
Tell
get-
them.
They got anything and everything you want. Get them mac and cheese bites.
Yeah.
They are delicious.
I've not had the mac and cheese bite. So he tells the country club, which is at the golf course, if you don't know, on Liberty Road. We kind of eat lunch there every day. So you heard here from Coach Griffith. Does that mean that people get a discount if they go out there? Let's say your name.
Hopefully that means I do this.
That means he needs a free meal. We'll tell BJ that. You've been hearing it first, live. Head coach Reese Griffith with the Cougars tonight. Play Greenup County. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks, sir.
Appreciate it. All right, Chris Trusty is back here with junior guard Gatlin Griffith, the twin brother of Eli Griffith. Gatlin, it's great to see you tonight. You ready to go for a Saturday night tilt versus the Musketeers?
I'm always ready to go.
You're always ready to go. Tell us a little bit about tonight's game and what you want to see come out of it, and what improvements do we want to make as a team?
We for sure just want to keep on hitting shots like we have been and keep on pushing the ball. And I think people off the bench are starting giving us better minutes like overall the season, and just keep on playing like we have been. I think we'll take care of business tonight.
Right. Now, I asked your brother, I want to ask you the same question I asked him. And one thing I've noticed about you both is I'm seeing a lot of similarities in style of play with you guys, and also with Colin Porter, that's with Liberty University. Tell us about how influential maybe Colin has been on your player development.
Colin's been a big part of my life. I mean, I played with him ever since I was probably 5-6 years old. We traveled and played together, and then whenever he moved away, it really bothered me because Colin, I mean, seeing him play at the big Division I level, I mean, it means a lot. Like, not many people get to achieve that.
Right.
And so, I mean, yeah, Colin's a heck of a ball player, and I try, a lot of things he do, I try to do the same way because he's doing things the right way.
Right, and that's what's gotten him on the floor, got him a Division I scholarship, because he's not just a scorer, he's a distributor. He plays great defense. He has eyeballs in the back of his head. And guess what? Morgan County fans that's watched us play, you have become that guy. You're not just a 25 points a game scorer. Your statistics are off the charts and rivaling some of the best statistics that we've ever seen in Morgan County history when in terms of on both sides of the floor, offense and defense. How much pride do you take defensively into those steals and rebounds? Tell us about that.
I take a lot of pride in that because, as Reese always said, your defense will make your offense. So if you play good defense, play hard-nosed defense, your offense will come and everything will just fall like it has been.
Right, and I tell you what, as a former player too, there's a few intangibles out there that maybe the general public may not understand. When you get between those lines, you have to be a bulldog. You have to be a tough son of a gun out there. And what I see from you is for 32 minutes, you're going to absolutely bring it on both ends of the court. Tell us about that mindset, that attitude, and that confidence, and how important is that going forward?
I try to play with the chip on my shoulder because I mean, it seemed to work so far, and I mean, I'm blanked on.
You just enjoy playing hard.
Yeah, I really enjoy playing hard. I try to give my hardest every night, not only for me but for my teammates.
What kind of gets you up? What gets your motor going that says, you know what, tonight I'm going to absolutely bring it because I want to be the best player on the court?
Probably stepping in between the lines and playing for the fans because I like all the big lights, I like all the show, I like all the attention, I love it. And I think whenever all that shows up, I think I give it my hardest.
Right. Well, we're seeing it in practice. We asked some of the guys earlier, who's the toughest to go against in practice? And if you guys were to watch practice, this guy right here absolutely does not make life easy for anybody. You make other kids better. You make the younger kids better. And that is important going forward. Tell us about that. You just bring it every day.
I bring it all the time. I try to make my teammates better and try and show them that, like, I mean, not everything's going to be easy and given to them. So if I give them my hardest, then whenever they step out on the ball floor, maybe things will come easier to them.
Awesome. One last question is, I got to ask you, coming into Morgan County, into West Liberty, what's this culture like? What's it like being in Morgan County and in West Liberty and playing in this community?
It means a lot. At first, I was very nervous for it because I was very nervous for the change. But everybody was so welcoming, and I mean, I felt like I've been here my whole life. To be honest with you, I've not even been here a full year yet.
Yeah.
I've loved every minute of it.
Well, it's awesome to have you fit right in. We've got a great basketball team. This is Gatlin Griffith, who's flirted with a triple-double numerous times this year. He's got one triple-double on the season. We'd like to see another one tonight. Gatlin's always good to see you, my friend.
You too.
Take care, man.
You too.